Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the boys and the Niners. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, these two NFC heavyweights, long-time adversaries. They've met in each of the last two playoffs, with the Niners getting the upper hand both times.
And in the first case, it seemed like an upset. The Niners doing it on the road. The second time, it was more expected. They did it at home. Cowboys looking to turn things around, hoping to get better play from their offense and a defense that's really opportunistic.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. won each of his first 5 starts, and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Into space at the 45. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Down the sideline he goes. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Jennings. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Point after, right down the middle, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go play action here. Purdy. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Running right, it's Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Purdy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, You could just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's taken down, back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Purdy now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. Oh, good move. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come back to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To the air again, Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken right around the 44. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 127 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Well, Prescott here to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Ray McCloud to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's Purdy. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.